Oh, this is different. But, I need to do one thing real quick. Okay. Now we can keep playing. But now this is different. There's... They took away the offices before. They got tired of me touching stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Speed run to the broom closet ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Don't
Feeling
care.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go, oh no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
What I enjoy in this room is annoying you. It's perfect. Ah, he's done. That's a shame. Alright, we'll go upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The executive bathroom. I can go in the executive bathroom? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life would be if you just had to pick one. Extreme bathrooms. Where's the... Oh, it's there. It just doesn't reflect very well. I think I'm locked in.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I mean, the only other idea was to get on the piano and start playing Moonlight Sinatra.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Wait. Could I just go back? Maybe later.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But escape. Do I escape or do I want the control? You've enticed me, I want control. What?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Should be careful, I think
Stanley
you can fall
thought to
here.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, I do have one sort of escape left, Chrissy. Do I jump? I'll walk a little bit further and wait for Chrissy to respond if I should jump.
Now the monitors
Oh,
jumped
she
to
said it.
life,
Oh.
their true nature revealed.
Chrissy, why are you
Each
always
bore
too
the
late with
number
this?
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
Can't
meant
jump anymore,
nothing.
Chrissy. You ruined it.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Nah, it's not your fault, Chrissy.
Had
I'm
Stanley
just...
really been under someone's control all this time?
I'm not
Was this the
blaming
only
you.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Where's my
own
number?
life in someone else's control? Never.
even look.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
Yes.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I set the computer pressing buttons for however long and what buttons
Here
they
was
tell
the
me to
proof.
press.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
2. Can't find 3. On 1, 2, and 5, and that's it. What's in here?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So you want me to shut it off? But I could be in charge. I could have the power. But free will. But power. Free will. Power. Free will. Absolute power.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved
maybe.
all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah?
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that
that's
this
rude.
machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to
button
shine.
up there.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little
483.
time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
That's
about
5.
me,
Where's
where
3?
we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace
3.
before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
5.
My goodness,
that's
only
yellow or
34
green.
seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
know.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Damn it,
These
I
are
don't know where 3
precious
is.
additional seconds, Stanley.
the
Time
door
doesn't
open?
grow on trees.
Oh, son of a jerk.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
What big red
Everything,
button?
Anything. Something here will save me.
Is there a big red
Why would
button?
you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Son of a.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
About 35.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Embrace oblivion. Oh, I don't know if anyone else saw that, but it was a completely different layout. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'd turn on dog mode for the whiteboard ending, but I'm afraid I would never be able to find this place again to shut it off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'm gonna go play with dog mode a little more. Just curious if I turn this on. Instead of typing, it has a dog. I'm gonna turn that off though. I like the typing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I never saw the end of the escalator ride.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
It's a room. What do you say? Coffee nut.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You are the
I realize that
enemy.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Why is it plugged into an outlet? I thought phones were plugged into Ethernet or something. Can I unplug this?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one...
I didn't pick up the phone.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No,
Yeah.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in,
Married?
fade to white,
Again?
roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh. I'm
I
real.
can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
Making a
I'm going to
choice.
stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
That's
Choice.
my PowerPoint.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, I have to go find a back sack and crack. Whatever.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make
8?
more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Sure.
Ah,
Oh,
welcome
what the...
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the
You're not gonna
correct
say
thing
this
to
is
do
my fault,
would
are
have
you?
been. This way, please.
Why is it all gated up now?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine
Oh,
the
that's
main
an option?
character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home
I'll
as
keep
soon
that
as
in mind.
possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
No, can't fit. I'm fat.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Why would I do that?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see, the L with the hand makes this way?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in
It
the other
broke it.
direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I doubt it. I feel like we are too late.
Oh,
Yep,
it's
I broke
ruined. I can't
It's okay.
believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of
Break
that?
it.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue,
Try.
would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
I feel like I can go there, but I can't figure out how to climb
No, I
this.
have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. I do not think he was happy with my decision.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to
Yeah.
see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought
Arguable.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so
The last time I was down
perfect.
there, I tried to take over the
worked
world.
so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
Okay.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, normally I'd do the right one just to spite you, but I feel like it's gonna break the game, so we'll play this normally.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Something's wrong with the broom closet.
Coming to a
Oh,
staircase, Stanley
there's no
walked
staircase
upstairs
either.
to his boss's office.
I feel like I'm stuck. Like it doesn't want me to do things. Executive bathroom? No executive bathroom.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
that a
Stanley
panda
wondered
with a
in
gun to its head?
disbelief who orchestrated this until
This
he
is a
saw the
business
door
strategy?
with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley
I am
had
a
been
silent
trained never to speak
protagonist.
up,
I
but
can't
now
talk.
He would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115? Dude, I'm a silent protagonist. I can't talk.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I see it. I'm silent. Do you have a tape recorder?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Talk about an out-of-body experience.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Psst.
Stanley, please.
Pick the door on the right.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
So that's what Stanley looks like.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Sorry, Leroy.
Take as much time
was that
as
about?
you need.
Psst. Door on the right. Go for it. But the end is never the end. Is never the end. And like nothing ever happened. Whose phone is ringing?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Alright, so you want me to follow all of his instructions? Okay. I think that's the normal ending. Info received. No, not yet. We'll wait on the new content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So,
Yet there was not a
all of
single
his
person
instructions.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
he does not want me in there anymore. He's like, no, we're done with that. Okay.
Coming
so
to a staircase, Stanley
upstairs.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What was the code?
Stepping into his manager's office,
2518.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
No.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
I
In
don't remember the
fact,
code.
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, so there's a couple choices that I remember here now. One of them is literally this elevator, I believe. Or I could go right back up, it looked like, when I hit the bottom. So I'll try to remember that. There's also jumping off into the abyss. So, this is a choice. I can go right back up.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
There is
Mind
escape.
Control Facility.
So, this is the second choice. There's elevator, escape. And third choice here is the abyss. I can literally climb up here and jump.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, so this is choice number 3. Jump. But as soon as I cross this, I can't go back. And I've already crossed that, so those two choices are gone. But we're going to listen to his instructions. Now you're telling me to jump, Chrissy? Fine. You know what? Fine. Fine. You want me to follow instructions, but you wanted me to jump? Fine, I'll jump. Goodbye.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job.
I can't tell if this is ultimate sarcasm or they're actually impressed.
You did it.
Okay. The bottom of the mind control facility ending. I still prefer the broom closet ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Well,
go
we
to
got
the
that
meeting
shipment of
room.
boxes.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We got the shipment of boxes. Everywhere. Are there just gonna be boxes everywhere now?
When Stanley
Oh,
came
no.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
All
the
right,
door
so-
on his left.
There's a couple other choices I can make. I'm gonna do the elevator one. Or
Yet
no,
there was
I
not
could.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Shut up. 2-8.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
You
That
talk all
kind
the
of
time.
Anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This stuff annoys me. An ashtray? Yes. I hate this.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Don't play New Age music again, please. I don't like it. Alright, so now we're gonna shut off the mind control facility. Or, no, we'll save Escape. We'll save Escape.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their
Where's
true nature
427?
revealed. Each bore the number of an
There I am.
employee in the building. Stanley's
Yep, that's my
co-workers.
office.
The lives of so many individuals
Why
reduced
is my
to
office the
images on a
darkest?
screen, and Stanley,
One of the darkest.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
After
happy
600,
with
it's
his
just
boring
fired.
job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Surprising no one else is fired.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Freedom!
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
The question is, as soon as I take that step, do I lose control of Stanley? Because I'm technically controlling him.
Stanley felt the cool
And I do.
breeze upon his skin.
I have no control.
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
All right, the freedom ending. That gives me the achievement, beat the game. All right.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
I missed the boxes. No input computer. Saving it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Shut up.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Even he knows I'm done with this shit. That's awesome. Was that just because I was speeding past everything? He's like, yeah, whatever, let's go. Alright. Now, button. Let's go back.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Wait, what happens if I just keep using the elevator? Or does the elevator break after this? Let's see. Yeah, it's broken. That's a shame.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Go, what? Go back, go right? I can't go right. I can't go back. We're stuck here. Am I stuck? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Gotta be something here. Head towards the elevator? Okay. Then turn. Oh, elevator's back on.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I kind of want to just go right back up.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No!
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't
like the
even begin
elevator.
to grapple with what might be up there.
Maybe.
Is it the boss's
Maybe
office
escape.
again? Or what if it's
I
the
wanna see if
boss's
this does
office this
anything.
time? The suspense
I want
is
to see if the
killing
elevator
me.
breaks. I kind of want to see if the elevator will just break.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
He's just pissed off at my shenanigans.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
You're just mad at me. You're doing this on purpose now. I know you are.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
All right, let's go right back down the elevator.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I
Of
not
course.
anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown
I
stale.
kind of want to
and
do it
repetitive.
again. I kind of want to do it again. I know it's dumb, but I kind of want to do it again. Okay, we'll save the elevator ending for another time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, it's a form of escape.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point,
I want to
Stanley was
escape.
making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
No fear.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Looks like it hurts a bit. Can we talk about this?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Sounds like that hurt a little bit. Oh. I guess we have freedom. The Stanley
And
Parable.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Not the same as much as I would.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's a shame. Place is oddly white. Warzone? I haven't seen that ending yet.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
I like the old
How they
narrator. I don't
both
like you.
wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen
Oh.
to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox. There's no other way to beat this
How do you know I'm
game.
playing on an Xbox?
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Goodbye. And every bone in my body was crushed, completely obliterating me.